Imagine that you are going home now. She's thinking about cooking. What am I going to cook? What am I going to cook?
But if she doesn't have to worry about that,
and you have already settled that area. Today we are eating.
She's probably going to be the one to make the move when you get
exactly. Home. So because some of those things can be very stressful.
Randomly, I threw this question in a group, and these were men that have been married for 15 years, 12 years, 10 years. These were the excuses their wives gave. Is that the only thing you think of? I'm tired. I'm stressed. One said the wife would pretend as if she's sleeping, using the children as defense. Like she will use...
Hello, everybody. You are welcome to the GMC podcast. This is the podcast where we keep it real, we keep it balanced, and we keep it grounded. And for your information, GMC means the Gentleman's Club.
Yeah.
And with me on the show today, I have on my right...
Iyanu Tade. That's my name. I like it like that.
And on my left, I have
Africa's #1 ring announcer, Robertina.
Yeah. That's what's up. So before we go ahead, I would like to plead with you guys I know that you're going to find our podcast, the topics we're going to be discussing on this show, you're going to find them informative, educative, and uplifting and inspiring. So you don't want to keep those conversations to yourself. You want to share it with your friends and family, but more importantly, we want you to interact, engage with our content, our posts, and our channels. Please subscribe, like, comment, and in fact, do it right now as you are hearing this. Do it right now so you don't forget. Because the more you engage with our content, the more this inspirational content share it to other people. So please don't forget to do it. In fact, do it right now. And thank you very much for staying with us.
Yes.
So like you rightly heard, click like, click follow, subscribe, and all. So today, from our pot of wisdom, we've cooked out something that a whole lot of people will not want to talk about it. It is widely believed that once you are married as a man, that your whole fantasy, your sexual fantasy, like you've reached the apex of it immediately you marry. So it's widely believed that every married man gets this stuff in the other room back to back.
What is it you are talking about? What is that thing? Is it food?
He said the other room.
Because
so it's believed that once you are married, your sexual urge is covered.
Yes,
as a man,
that area is settled.
What is that thing? What do they? Your opwe
is settled.
Oh God!
But from my own personal research, I discovered that out of every 10 men, 9 are sexually staffed. Married men, actually. 9 are sexually staffed. Bro.
What's going on?
What's happening?
What's going on?
Man to man, talk to us.
Okay. With a wealth of wisdom.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Iyanu Tade.
Woo! Oh God. So I read something.
Okay.
That when you're in a relationship, the temptation, right, the devil bring towards you is consistent or trying to do this thing.
Okay.
Every now and then.
Okay.
Now, but the moment you are married, it is how not to do it or you not doing it. That will be the next thing. So you are tempted towards each other. At the point of relationship, you're like, okay, let me, just the tip. Just the kanji will almost finish it. Just the tip. Now, it will now look like you are begging for it this time around. There's nothing like that anymore. Wow. And for me, I feel that one of the major problems, or one of the major reasons why this happens, right, is that maybe see finish, right? It's almost like I'm now where I don't need to, there's
impress you anymore.
There's no, exactly. I don't need to impress you.
After election.
Yes. Now we are together. There's nowhere you're going. I have you anytime I want you. So, but I think I'm going to quote a pastor. I won't mention his name. He said that affairs, is almost, or is always sweeter than the actual thing. When you're having an affair, you're like, it's just like you prepare yourself and all those kind of things. But this time, this person, you have seen this person, you have you've been everywhere. I think probably the first week or second week or third week or even fourth week or maybe first, second month, depending on how much you can go, you will be having it. But let's just say the next 1 year, 2 years,
it's nosedive.
It will just be coming down. And there are a lot of statistics out there that says that there's almost no sex in marriage. I even saw a video of a woman pastor. I think I mentioned that to you, a lady pastor that said that she was fighting with her husband and they were having crisis. And for 2 years,
you sent it to me,
bro.
2 years.
Bro, I sent it to you.
For 2 years, this woman said that
there was no sex.
That area was locked.
365 days times 2.
And funny enough, the ground of their fight was that the man is doing things out there.
Oh,
you understand?
And so she now locked up.
Okay, God. So basically the man is still getting it outside there.
Maybe, probably.
Yes, now.
We don't even know. But I think the man got someone pregnant. Okay. The story. Things got everywhere. But for me, I feel that for 2 years, woman of God, how did you do it?
That's bloody. That's too long.
Give me this thing. Give me.
That's too long.
I don't know.
Anyways, in my from my own point of view, I feel like the height of expectation also has a role to play in the general how do I say it now? So when you before you get married, in fact, when you are too sexually active, or when you are when people notice that you are sexually active as a single person, what they tell you is to settle down so that you can always get it from one person. And they drive down that mentality into the head of the person who is about to get married, that you don't have to get it from multiple people, you can always get it from one person. So he has, I'm using a guy as a specimen now, as an example. He has expectation that I'll always get it from this person, right? Meanwhile, when he was moving around, when the girlfriend A is not on her period, when girlfriend A is on her period, he can get it from somebody else. When girlfriend B is tired or doesn't want to come over, he gets it from somebody else. So he gets it steadily.
Sexual partners.
But now he's devoted to one person who one day might be too tired, another day might have a headache, which are valid excuses and reasons, right? Might be on her monthly cycle, might have just had a baby. You understand?
That's
different reasons, different issues. But because it's just one person, it limits his
options.
His options. It limits his the frequency of how
they
get it. And second thing I want to mention is the reports, or I've heard from multiple, I mean, obviously from multiple people that, when especially women, I'm sorry to say this, it might not be a general thing, but especially women, when they know that this is what gives this man joy, right? Some use the weapon of food, some use the weapon of sex. In order to get what they want, if they don't get what they want from the man, they zip up. You are not getting access until you give me the money for my wig,
for this
for my
and that.
bag. So because of that transactional nature, some of them, it's even malice. When they are keeping malice
They just
with their husband, you can't understand. So all those are factors that contribute, because it is now one person to one person.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I'm going to expand what you're saying, are you now trying to say that it's okay to be polygamous because the truth is, I don't want to mention my friend's name. I have my friends that
This place you are going, Robert. Polygamy is another topic we are
Entirely.
probably going to discuss on this show. You see, polygamy is another.
because if you look at it in our forefathers' era, they have 3, 4, 5 wives. When wife A is not ready, wife B is there.
Yeah.
And
Wife C is
that's
there.
a reason. That's a valid reason people still use to
Legitimize.
as a case.
Yeah.
to make a case for polygamy in our
Sure.
day. So, like I said, I feel like we should discuss polygamy one of these days.
There's even one thing I wanted to say.
Yeah.
As you were talking, I have used this analogy before, that it's not as if the sacrifice of Cain was not good. It was just not acceptable because of how it was presented. The sacrifice of Abel was good and was presented well. The problem of sex in marriage is not just about the frequency. Sometimes it's even the quality.
Preacher.
Right? The quality. Let's say, for instance, you guys are having some okay, give me this, give me that
Acrobatic
issues.
Yeah.
And you say, come on, maybe I want to do or something like that. And all of a sudden, you're like, okay.
You just like
You
that.
just lie down like,
And just
okay.
spread. When there are bodies out there
Right.
who want to
hold
Kama Sutra.
Who wants to hang on the fan? Exactly. So sometimes I think it's even about how it was, everything. How it was, what happened in the whole process. Because when a man is complaining, I think men feel satisfied sexually when they can see that their woman has enjoyed it. You can see that she's
True.
responding well. She's so much
And making
involved.
impact.
Yes. I don't know what you're saying, bro. Responding well, doing what she's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right? As to just almost like she's inactive.
Inactive,
And it's just like, I won't call, like just a log. Not doing anything, not getting involved.
We are talking from the men's angle, actually. But are we not looking at it like this? I remember before I got married, when I told one of my street uncles, he said, "Oh, you are not a man, you want to get married. You must not be predictable." That was what he told me. I don't understand what it means.
He just left it ambiguous like that.
There. Said, you must not be predictable in your home. I'm like, wow, what do you mean? So, the very first year I was transparent, everything was very smooth and all. But I just discovered that, before you know it, see finish. Before I say anything, she already know my next move. Okay, this is not good. So I decided to start changing some of my moves. When I want it, I don't allow her to know that this is where this is going to lead to. You will just notice that we have done the deal.
Before she knows it, done.
I'm done. Because I discovered that when you have known all my tactics, you have seen everything about me. You yourself, you are already thinking about raising kids. And guess what? the moment kids come into the mix,
Yeah, that's another
that
level.
sexual life drops by
That's another
50%.
level of,
When the second kid now drop again,
bro,
forget it. As a man, you are stranded. You are just stranded. And then you begin to feel as if you are not part of that family. Give me this thing. You will now start coercing her, start all of that.
But you use maybe some blackmail today.
Some for people like me, I use blackmail.
Or if you know that you want it by weekend, you start from
preparing
Monday.
for But this is something when we were cutting. This is something that I always look up to when she's coming to my place and all of that. So, but from the women's angle, because I built up an argument with my wife, and recently I'm like, come, why is this thing like this? Is that the only thing you think about? Girl, it's part of the only thing I think about.
Apart from making money,
this is part
going
of the
out
thing.
every day to hustle.
And one day, when we were having that argument, it was like a debate. I told her, look here, going outside is one, expensive. Chances of contacting STD, chances of having children you don't want. It's high. So give me this thing. Let me have it. It's mine.
You paid the price for it.
Yeah, that's right? Because me, I can talk. But I have some of my friends that they don't talk. In fact, I have a friend that he told me that is anytime the wife likes that sometimes they go 6 months. I can't go 6 months. I will die.
For
me,
good.
I think if I'm going to say this, you guys can criticize me all you want, but I think wives, they really need to step up the game. That's me saying my own plain truth.
Just to hit the nail on the head. Let me look at the camera. Just to hit the nail on the head. Wives. If your husband is not getting it from you, there is I can't tell you the percentage of the chance. There is a very high chance. Look at me. There is a very, very high chance, right, that he's getting it somewhere else. Now, I said that to say there's a high chance he's getting it somewhere else. If he's not making the moves at all, there's a high chance somebody is satisfying.
And it's not as if
there,
something is wrong
right?
with him.
He's
not having an erectile dysfunction
making
or anything like
excuses, this thing, making excuses, coming up, and he will just say, okay, no problem, and he just walk away. There is no man. That thing is very important to men. I gotta be honest with you. It's very important. So if he's not getting it from you, he's definitely getting it somewhere else.
Randomly, I threw this question in a group, and these were men that have been married for 15 years, 12 years, 10 years. These were the excuses their wives gave. Is that the only thing you think of? I'm tired. I'm stressed. One said the wife would pretend as if she's sleeping, using the children as defense. Like she will use the kids.
He said as shield.
Human shield. Wow. Building a shield around herself. So it's like it's a general thing. This more like it's looking like
a very common.
It's a common factor.
It's a very
if you call 10 married men out now, and one funny thing is, men, we don't talk.
That's what I was about to say. That the reason why it's not a popular issue, it's very common, but it's not very popular because it's an issue affecting men. If it's an issue affecting women, every podcast, every show will be talking about it.
Obviously.
It's because
it would even be like a major discussion.
You understand?
There'll be chaos everywhere.
It's because it's a man, and well, like I said the other time, if he's not getting it from somewhere, if he's not getting it from you, he's getting it from somewhere, and you might be the reason. So
it's a word of
but
mouth.
I want to ask, what do we think should be what do you think is the solution, is the way out of something like this? Like, let's imagine that there's someone who is facing, obviously there's no need to imagine, a lot of people are facing this issue. What is the solution? How do couples sort themselves
What can
out?
they do? All right. So let me just start. You mentioned something that an uncle, an elderly person told you when you got married, talking about predictability.
Yeah.
Don't be predictable and all that. I think I want to cite him.
Okay.
And the reason is this. I think I read a book or I watched a video. I can't remember how I got to know this information. And they said that it's almost as if, you know, how you treat something when you just got it.
Yeah.
Let's say you buy a new car or something like that, or maybe a new gadget in the house. I remember when I got this small keyboard. They're very small. It's not like it's very expensive, but that was my first gadget.
Yeah.
Bro, once I finished using it, I'll put it in the carton. Yeah. I'll go and lay it inside one place inside my wardrobe. I did that consistently for like a month or two.
Until you finish it.
Now, where that thing is, I don't even know. It's probably just part of some things in my junk. And what this person said is that you tend to lose value for things the longer it takes.
The longer you have it.
But when you just get it, it's still very fresh, and you still have that, you know, thing. So this is the problem here. I think a lot of men are too available, right? So, you know, when you were in school, and there's an holiday, by the time you get back home, everybody's excited to see you.
Yeah.
Like, "Wah!" You know, everybody's shouting like that. They are excited to see you. But the next day,
You are
what about me for boy? you just resume your normal duty. But you see that day, they're giving you fish, like, oh yeah, every food, you know, you're just enjoying yourself.
Party.
So what this person said is that you have to create a system where you are not always available.
Yeah.
Right? So that this sea finish or the taste bud will be refreshed somehow.
Waiting for you.
You know, is it, you know, someone that goes, you know, maybe for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, is they're back home. Everybody's excited to see them. But if they're always around, right?
Yeah.
That's where the question is this the only thing you think about? You know, that's where it will come. So men must look for ways to get out.
To make their wife miss them.
Yes, thank you. In whatever way, find a way to make your wife miss you well. Like, it looks like as if this whole world is going on. What's going on? Where is this guy? You know, because they kind of have an idea that this guy is probably talking to some girls where he is right now. There are people around them, you know. Probably you are even on the TV like you know, you have some kind of ladies and gentlemen, you know, like you're just there, you know, doing your thing. So you see, that time, a lot of things, a lot is going on. You know, like, look at that babe that just passed in front of, you know,
my
you know, or you just did a video and they just saw people around you like, hey,
You coming up.
I need you. Because if you cannot provoke some level of jealousy through, you know, just not being around, or let me just say some level of expectation. I wouldn't necessarily say jealousy, but that also can help. You know,
anyway.
Because it will just mean that I'm losing this thing. Or what's going on? If you feel that you always have this thing, it's a different ball game. But if the thing is leaving you, you start feeling like, oh,
there will be a sense of urgency.
Yes,
and
I need
me,
this thing back.
From my own perspective, I think we guys also need to beef up a little. Take, for instance, when you were chasing that girl, you always shave, roll on, smelling like fresh bread.
I like that.
You know, you always iron your shirt. You look clean.
Yeah.
You know, you always shave. But, you know, the moment you are a daddy, you are just concentrating on how to provide for the home And sometimes you can
Really
be
take care of yourself.
you can be so deep into that you forget yourself. It happens.
True.
That sometimes when I even earn, when a certain money comes into my home, I don't even think of taking out 2K to just go take care of myself.
Yeah.
I just want to solve every problem in the house. So on the aspect of the guys, I think those things you used to do when you guys were courting,
Yeah.
I think one need to be infusing them there. And the ladies, their heart is they tend to forget. They need reassurance every now and then from you also. Don't just assume that my wife knows I love her. Babe, I love you. Come on, check that ass out. Tease her. Yeah, and then also,
and those are the things she used to do.
For instance, I remember the era of extra cool when we don't sleep. We'll be calling at night. Text messages used to our babes wake up to text messages. If that was the era you were dating her, now that those things don't happen no more, you can reintroduce it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a conscious effort. Just like Sheyi rightly said that you want to have this thing, you have to prepare ahead. It's like you are preparing for a match.
Yeah.
And then on the day of the match, make sure you are fit. Like, correct. On the day of the match, make sure you are fit. Like from if you have kids around, let those ones go and sleep. Put on AC, let everywhere be chilling. In fact, I know I'll be spilling too much. Sometimes my wife she perceives it in the atmosphere that this guy is horny. Because by the way I'll be assisting you in the kitchen, it could be that day I will cook my favorite egusi.
My God.
I'll prepare, I'll serve everybody. She already knows what's gonna happen tonight. And she also is preparing. So I think I tilt towards you a little bit when you said that let them miss you. So do those things you used to do when you guys were caught. It's hard because responsibilities on a man's neck is much.
And he can choke a lot of things.
And he can choke you out. So for me, for our men, let's be truthful with one another. The things we were doing when we were dating these babes, are we still doing those things? We don't do them anymore. Now, for those men that have now devised a means to have side chick outside,
they are doing it to
you are doing it to that side chick.
Yeah.
You will buy fish for that side chick. You will buy air. You will change her phone. You do all of those surprise stuff for the side chick. But your housewife, you already believe that this one is mine. She's not going anywhere. So if after you've done all of this and your wife is still she's still holding this stuff we're talking about, sit her down and talk about it.
Yeah.
Let her know. See, me, I have so many tactics in my hand. I will just open my Instagram. See, imagine this person sending me this type of. I will not say that. I will just say, babe, check this message. See what this person is telling me. What kind of nonsense is this? I don't like all this. I have already passed. I have passed my message in a subtle way, and then she knows what's up. So for the guys, let's sit up. For the ladies also, please. Before we married you people used to wear bomb shot in our house. After you gave birth to 2, because of easy access to breast milk and all of that, you just start.
I'm already wearing rapper and adieu papa.
Adieu papa, up and down. I want to see you and I want to be turned on. I don't want to see you and be remembering someone that died.
Adieu papa. My God.
And the funniest thing is that even biologically, men, we want it every now and then.
Yes, that's
so even if you are going to give it to us once, please give us quality. Thank you.
Quality.
Yeah, so just my own opinion, right? Let me speak to the ladies. Since my brothers they've spoken to the guys, right? First I want to say that I want to answer that age-long question, right? That question you always ask your husband: Is it food?
Is it food?
The answer is simple: yes.
It is food.
It is food.
Yes.
And I will prove it to you. Just try it. Cook your husband's favorite food, right? And then put it aside. and then wear your bum short, wear your lingerie and everything, and ask your husband to pick one right now, right? He can have one without the other. Come back and tell me which one he would choose. That he can have one without the other, or he can have one before the other.
No, there's just one without the other. The most men will choose that food.
You will choose the food in the other room, not the one you made in your kitchen. Obviously. Do you understand? So that's the simple answer to that question.
Thank you.
There's no need for you to keep asking. There's no need for you to keep asking, is it food? It is
actually food.
So just as important as you think what you do in the kitchen is to his health, right? What you do in the other room is equally, in fact, perhaps even more important to his health.
Yeah.
Right? And that takes me to the next question. All the excuses I mentioned earlier that women give, like I said, they are valid excuses, except we want to deceive ourselves. Some women are career women. You expect somebody like a banker to go in the morning, come back in the evening with the traffic and everything, and then you still want to pound her at night, right? If she's able to do it, fine. If she's not able to do it, it's a valid excuse. She might be tired, and then menstrual cycle, and then she just had a baby. Why I'm bringing all of this up is when those excuses come up, which shouldn't be all the time anyways, because your husband is not blind, right? He should be able to relate with your excuses. If you're tired, you wouldn't need to tell your husband that you're tired. He would see it, right? If you just had a baby, he wouldn't be forcing you to come and. Do you understand? What I'm trying to say is, when those excuses happen, there's a way you communicate it that your husband will understand. There's a way you will communicate it that your husband, baby, I would really love you for us to do this today, but as you can see, I'm tired. It's different from, is it food?
and
I'm tired.
Let me just quickly add to what you're saying. I watched a video from a sexpert who said that when she's tired and she says that, okay, let's do it, that as a guy, you should prepare for something around 4 a.m., 5 a.m. or thereabout. That most of the time, they are just tired for that moment. But by the time they just sleep and recuperate and everything, then you can now launch into the deep.
So communication is very, very important.
Key.
Communicate whatever the issue is. And it should not be all the time. It should not be all the time. Remember, it is food. I'm not saying it's like food. It is food. It is food.
It is food also.
The other thing I want to say also to the ladies is, do not use sex as a weapon. Don't weaponize sex. Don't use it as a negotiating tactic. Nothing puts off a man than that. More than that. In fact, if it's my kind of a person, by the time you start negotiating, I no longer want it. Because we are supposed to love each other, right? Right? What we're doing in this marriage is love. So, and it is love that entitles me to your body, and it is love that entitles you to my body. So if we are now transacting, right? It's imagine you being the one that is horny, and now say you now want it, and now say
and now placing conditions
until you can cook my favorite food.
I think at this point maybe we should get to that
until you can drop your last month's salary, send it to my bank account. You women usually say my money is my money. You women are very, very particular about your money. So imagine that he asks for your money, send it to my account before we can. You wouldn't like it. So stop weaponizing sex, right? Sex is not something to. It's not a negotiating tool, and it's not a weapon.
Yes, no, it's meant to be enjoyed.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to say is to the men, and I think Robert mentioned it briefly, is to men try and help in the house so that you make the anticipation and the whole thing, getting ready for the main thing. Make it easy for your wife. Your wife, of course, you've gone out since morning and you've gone to hustle, and then you came in the evening, your wife is in the kitchen. Whether you have plans for that night or not, I think helping your wife in the house, it's a given. It's something
It's
that
just basic
it's not
survival
something that
tools,
you even
know?
do because you are planning.
Yeah.
So try and help in the house. If your wife knows that you are a helper, you are somebody that helps in the house, and it's one of the, I think acts of service is most women's love language. When you help them in the house, right?
Most
And
married
I
women.
discovered that it's not even the act. It's the fact that you are a company that you can be in the kitchen
Not
just
doing
gisting
anything,
her.
just
Following,
gisting,
You
yeah.
might not carry a knife to cut
Yeah.
anything. You might not carry spoon to do anything.
But you're
be
just
with
there
her,
like,
that
okay,
you're
we are doing it
parabolating in
together.
the kitchen.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the help that they need.
Yeah.
So, as much as you can, try and help so that you make it easy for each other, so that the business in the other room will always go smoothly.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
to even spoil the mind of every man that is going to watch this and say, oh, me, I've already taken care of myself. I have a side chick outside. The bitter truth is, if you marry that side chick today, you will still be sex starved.
You'll face
Because she will resume.
She will
She will
just
become your wife.
automatic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if
I
you
think
don't-
there's that see finish with men too.
yes.
Because it's not just about women. The way you just see her at this time now is kind of very different. Especially those ones that go for side chick operations. They no longer see their wives the way they used to. Because something made you pursue her in the
telling
first
you.
place.
Which goes back to the to the point you made
Yeah.
earlier. Or was it Robert that made it, that those things you were doing when you were dating?
Yeah.
Those dates, those hangouts, even after you guys have had a baby, have a weekend where
Yeah.
you just go to a service apartment, out of town, a resort somewhere, it could be even be in the same Lagos. You just call your wife to meet you at a restaurant, just like you call her when you were dating her.
Obviously.
On a date,
Redate
take your
her.
wife. You understand, if you like.
And I think a lot of ladies get very excited when you can do those things that you used to do.
Spontaneous stuff.
Like, I think I watched a video from Jordan Peterson when he was saying that, guys, make sure that you take your wife out at least once a week. Although I'm not sure if that's really, really, possible. But I think it is important that you always have that, let's go eat out. Today we are not cooking. Let's just
eat out.
walk out. Let's just go watch movies and get ourselves all excited and all those kind of things. The moment you notice you're trying to ease out all our stress. Imagine that you are going home now. She's thinking about cooking. What am I going to cook? What am I going to cook?
But if she doesn't have to
And-
worry about that,
And you have already settled that area.
believe you
Today we are
me,
eating.
she's probably going to be the one to make the move when you
Yeah,
get
exactly. So because some of those things can be very stressful mentally, you're thinking about, I don't know if you have ever experienced the fact that the choice of what to eat is always a challenge for a lot of
drains
ladies.
you.
Yes.
Because like, baby, what do you want to eat? Whatever you cook. That's what I say. Because I don't even want to think about
That
it.
one is not sufficient
You
for
know.
her because she doesn't even know what to cook. That's why she's asking.
Yeah, exactly. So now you decided that is settled. We are eating out today.
Yeah.
We are going to this restaurant. We are watching this movie. After, everybody's going back home happy
Happy,
and
yeah.
excited, just the same way. So at the end of the day, you're renewing, or you are making it look like, okay, we are
Spicing, it's
still
called- they say
you're
it's
spicing
very
it up.
you're
young
spicing
and
your,
still doing all of those
you're
things that we
spicing your
used to do.
relationship.
It also has to be a conscious effort from the men and also from the women. So
Yeah.
for the women that are watching us, why are you still depriving men your body, especially your husband? Why are you depriving them? I would
Yes, so
love
it's
to hear
very, very important.
from the women
Very
also.
important.
Yeah, and if you can send anonymous message, maybe we can just link it up somewhere.
Yes, there
on
will
the-
be a link in
Yeah.
the video, in the description in the video, an
Yeah.
anonymous link. We won't know who you are. You don't have to write your name or where you're
Yeah.
from, whatever.
Share your experience.
Share your experience. I really would. I'm interested in knowing why.
Yeah.
Why? What's going on?
What's
with your
going on? What's
Don't you
peculiar about
also
your
want
own?
it? Don't you also want it?
Of course, you know.
You need to know.
Yeah.
All right, I think we've really spoken at
Yes.
different angles, and I'm sure our viewers also will have their own perspective. So
Yeah.
you can drop it in the comment section. Let's
Yeah.
continue
conversation.
Why does sex nosedive
Yeah.
in marriage?
Yeah.
Why? So
Comments.
you can drop your comment. Remember to like, share, and also subscribe and turn on your notification button so that when we pop, you know that the GMC is in town.
Yes.
Signing out, Robertina.
Thank
Super
you so
Shade.
much, Yanu Tadi.
And see you
Bye,
on the
everyone.
next episode.
Cheers.
Yeah, bye.